Welcome back, Sunshine Community, for round 2 of PK versus Deathline. They're going to be playing Row Control. I'm Golden Devil, and with me is the great Danny.
Hey everyone, I'm excited to watch this. My favorite format. I always like to see Row Control, and game 1 was pretty good from these two players. Let's see if we'll see a game 3. Hopefully this match is as good or better than last one.
Yeah, this is Deathline's pick, but PK is known as a good Row Control player, so it should be interesting. But what if I would have thought PK would be favored last match, and Deathline just outplayed him. So we'll see what happens. Guess we're waiting for the players to be ready.
Yep.
For anyone who has not been watching, this is the semifinals for Division 2. And there we go.
Yep, starting off.
So, yeah.
I feel like at the start, Row Control cards are very hard to see everything, but once you figure out the card, Row Control is one of the easiest. But at the start, it's hard to see everything for sure.
Yeah, and I've never played Row Control, so I try and look at the card and figure it out, but I'm not always great at it. I see things like 3 and 4 bosses, but they're in different rows. Row 4 is all blues.
Wow. Row 4 it's full blue coins, but 60 totals. It's not that easy to get, and 16 Pina and 12 Nuki, you cannot rush them. So we'll see. That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I feel like with that one, the 16 Pina and 7 Beach Blues are going to be a double click from someone. So Pina is pretty strong there. Yeah. The problem with Blues, though, is it wins you row 4, but it's really not that good anywhere else.
Yeah, that's a really good point. There's only 45 totals in row 3, but nothing else, and there's a lot of level shine progress. 12 level shines, 3 from 4, 3 bosses, etc. So blue coins are kind of bait. I feel like getting into Pina is good. You get those 16 Pina blues with Simpich blue coins, but you ignore blue coins for the rest of the match, probably.
Yeah, there's, and yeah, I mean, and like Pina is pretty good for row 4, and then there's Ride Yoshi in 2 Worlds and Pina 5 from the back, but those are in 2 different rows.
Yeah, I think something like Rico into Pina, get 5 enemies, and then get first to Pina, that would be solid. But I don't know, maybe there's a counter for that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look and see.
Yeah, maybe 5 enemies into 2 Gelato Hiddens. If you're able to get that and still win to Pina, might be game over, but it's not that easy to get into Pina after like Rico 4 to Gelato Hiddens, but it's good.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about other worlds. There's nothing in Serena here except maybe Manta. Noki, I think there's only 12 Noki blues.
Yeah, Noki right. Has no Noki. Pianta has nothing else. Nothing. It's all gonna come down to like prioritization of 3 from 4, 12 levels, and 3 bosses, and who gets to Pina first. I feel like.
Yeah, this is definitely a like Bianca Rico Pina card. And there are a few things like 5 hiddens and 2 gelato hiddens on the card.
Yeah.
4 Pianta Shines works with 3 from 4 a little bit, but that's probably the only reason to go into Pianta.
Yeah, it's only that, and it doesn't give you bosses or hiddens, but it's good for level shines. So, and level shines might decide row 1 on row 5, so could be a decent start.
How can one not be aware of what is going on?
Yeah, and with three rockets too, doing 3 in gelato, 3 in Bianco, 3 in Rico, and then going to Pinna would be pretty good.
Yeah, I feel like I would for sure do Rico into gelato into Pinna. So
Yeah, even Bianco.
Yeah, without Bianco, just so you get first to Pinna. That way you can win row 2 and row 4 potentially. Then you just have to split play on the rest of the 3 goals, which are not too bad.
Overruled. I judge the defendant guilty as charged. I hereby order the defendant to
Yeah, I mean, you're going to want to go to Bianco if you're contesting potentially row 3 just to get the rocket nozzle, but
yeah,
there's no reds, so 5 Bianco is not as good on this card.
Yeah, the thing is, yeah, do you want to like I feel like Pinna is definitely pretty good. Just getting the 16 Pinna and some Beach Blues, but yeah, could compromise getting the or finishing out 3 bosses or hiddens or something. But I definitely think it's good. We see maybe both try to ignore it and win 3 from 4 without Pinna, which is definitely a play.
Yeah. Well, which rows would you go for on this card?
Yeah, depends. If you want to ignore Bianco, you go to row 4 and maybe row 5 with Dolphino Rocket, 9 Dolphino Shines, and whatever is left. But not sure. If you start Bianco, you just go for every row, I feel like.
Yeah, I don't think this is there are some cards where you make a call and it clearly counts you out for 1 row, and I don't really see that here.
Yeah, I think the thing about this card is skipping Bianco worth. I think it's definitely a play, but it's also risky because you might fall behind to the rest of rows and lose everything. But I like that play usually of getting 2 rows and then replaying the other 3. It's not that easy to cover behind 2 rows.
Yeah, and if you give up Bianco, you're really only giving up row 3.
Yeah, also like level shines and 3 from 4 become pretty hard, but especially with level shines, since you would Rico rush. But 3 from 4 would still be doable with Rico, Gelato, Pinna, and then Pianta, for example, or maybe Noki.
So we'll see what these players do once they unlock Bianco here. I don't know that you can go wrong with doing the PD fight, but it could set you back to Pinna.
Yeah, if you do Bianco, you just forget about row 4, and maybe 5 enemies with Bianco Rico be a good start, because the Rico into Pinna play only works if you get 5 enemies into Gelato. So
yeah, Deathline is grabbing some blues here, so maybe keeping his eye on row 4.
Yeah, I don't know about that one because I don't think blues are good here at all. Like if you want row 4, you just Pinna rush or like prioritize getting into Pinna fast. But I don't think 3 blue trades to Pinna is good. That's pretty bad play.
Yeah, maybe just trying to grab a few quick ones here in
Mhm.
Delfino, and he might be trying to just route some in that are not too far out of the way.
I mean, if he's able to get like 5 bingo shines and 45 totals, that's not bad. But it's not. I would not start blues here. But yeah. Maybe he's also trying to scout what PK is gonna do. But
Yeah, although I
Yeah,
think
go ahead.
Deathline is a little faster than PK.
yeah, and also there's no like really fast goals you can get. Maybe the first goal that's gonna click is 3 bosses or 5 enemies or something like that, which is not that fast.
Yeah, there's nothing anyone's gonna rush here. Right? Yeah, I mean, doing Bianco 2, it's a boss for both of them. It's a level shine.
Yeah, it's the safest start for sure. And also, probably we're gonna see Bianco 3 to Rico, just to get another level shine closer to 3 from 4 and not the enemies. Rico. 5 enemies.
Yeah, and the Rocket also.
Yeah. Also opens up.
The interesting thing. Sorry, go ahead.
No, yeah, just that. It also opens a hidden.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking the interesting thing about row 4 is you've got 9 Delfinos and 12 level shines, which just don't go together at all.
Yeah, if you do that, then you probably get Delfino Rocket, so that's one less, and Delfino Shines. You would be a bit ahead since you Rico Rush. Then it's just getting one of the other 3. And bosses, you would not be that bad setup with potentially Rico 5 Pina. So I don't know. I think the Bianco skip is viable for sure. Could catch your opponent off guard, but it's risky. I won't deny that.
Yeah, this feels like a card where you're gonna have to set up and just get progress in several worlds to really win. I don't know that there is like a 9-goal win con here.
Yeah, it's just maybe the route I've said before, but more than nine goal route would be you get 2 rows for free, and then you try to get one last one. Also,
Yeah.
Deathline is getting blues here. Is he gonna get like 50 coins? Also, I don't see what's the idea here.
Yeah, I mean, PK is ahead in shine count, ahead in level shines. Bianco 3 is pretty fast.
Yeah. Oh, he's staying. Bianco. Yeah, maybe he goes for the hidden and also grab the rocket. Maybe the enemies. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad call if he's planning on going to Rico.
Yeah, I'll be surprised because if you want Bianco into Rico, you usually do Bianco 3, then open Rico, and then come back. But you know.
Yeah, I'm surprised Deathline is committing this hard to blues. But maybe he's concerned that PK is doing the same thing.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't see the blues play right now, but can definitely work. It's just that you start behind 2 level shines, and blues are not that good at the start before Pinna. Let's see.
They're both going to grab the pokey at the top of the windmill.
Isn't Deathline in Bianco? Oh, okay, it's there anyway.
I mean, Deathline is definitely going to get 3 blue trades, 45 and 60. Although now PK is grabbing a couple blues here at least.
Yeah, is he not going to go for the hidden cluster rocket? Yeah, I mean, 5 Mega Shines is a thing, so opening up PD, not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, he did go right by the rocket and didn't grab it, which probably would have made it easier to get up to the pokey, would have been progress to 3 rocket unlocks.
Yeah, I still think PK will go for Rico after this, but who knows?
Yeah, I think Deathline's going to go right to Rico too. So Deathline will have a little bit of a lead, although 5 enemies is still PK favored.
Yeah, that line only got 1 enemy, so would need Rico 4. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen the only 1 enemy Bianco 3 play ever, but might work if PK stops for something, doesn't get the 5 enemies.
Yeah, but I feel like Deathline is going to try and get some of the fast blues in Rico 1. If you've committed this much, it's pretty fast to get 10 blues, and then you'll be able to do blue trades.
Yeah, that line already up in to 20 blue coins. I'm still not the biggest fan of getting 3 blue trades shines that fast early, but I don't know, maybe it scares PK off 45 and then that line doesn't want to get blue for a while on level shines.
Yeah, or maybe it even scares PK into committing for those pin a blue goals.
Yeah, could also be. So yeah, I still don't know what the first click is gonna be. I guess 3 blue 3 shines. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so at this rate.
PK, I feel like PK is gonna be happy because he knows he's ahead 2 level shines and he's gonna get enemies.
Yeah, I'm just trying to I'm trying to see what Deathline sees for the other rows with this heavy blues commit.
Like he's only good, only well set up for row 4, and even then he spin at some point probably. And yeah, he has 1 goal in, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing is potentially Deathline getting 3 blue trades this early is just going to make PK say, okay, I don't have to go to Pinna at all.
Yeah, and that would be good for PK, I feel like, because then he can get 3 from 4 without Pina, with Pianta and Gelato. Yeah, I think we'll.
Yeah, and he can get 4 bosses with Manta potentially, or even.
Yeah, could be.
I mean, potentially even.
Yeah.
Wiggler, although.
Yeah.
Maybe not on this card.
Wiggler could be a thing with 3-4 maybe, but pretty slow.
Yeah, Wiggler's probably more of a very, very late game goal.
Yeah. But yeah, I think row 4 is decent, but you have to be well set up for level shines. So like 3 or 4 level shines in Rico, then 3 in Gelato with the hiddens, then 3 in Pina. Then I can see row 4, since you're up in Pina, but not doing level shines at all. Only like 3 from Deathline. Yeah, I'm not sure how he's gonna get any other roles.
I mean, he could go do Manta for 3
Yeah.
bosses and then Mecha for 4.
Yeah, 3 and 4 bosses, but
But he's going back into Rico.
yeah, maybe we go 5. I don't know. I feel like bosses are decent, but if you only have bosses progress, you're still very behind 2 levels. While PK is getting Rico 2, Rico 3, then go 4. And you're getting slow boss shines.
And 3 from 4 and 12 level shines on the same card is just rough.
PK gonna get the 5 enemies here. Not sure what deathline is gonna do about that.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, PK can get this shine and then go
Gelato.
potentially, 3 in Gelato. And then, and with 7 shines in Secret, 3 in Pinna is actually not that bad.
Yeah, 3 in Gelato here is gonna be strong right now.
Yeah, Deathline could win to Pinna, but
Yeah,
just going to depend on what
yeah,
he prioritizes.
I wouldn't be a hater of PK not doing Gelato actually, and doing Rico 5 and then Mecha, so he gets 3 and 4 bosses, and he could lose 3 from 4 but still win 12 level shines. So Rico 5 would be very easy. Row 2 still walls it up enemy and right Yoshi's. But yeah, Gelato seems like a fair play here. Oh yeah, PK's okay. Yeah, PK clicked 5 enemies.
Yeah, and Deathline at least saw it before going to grab the enemies.
Nice sync. So yeah, I guess the Deathline's gonna get bosses now. He's gonna go up to Rico 5. If not, I'm not sure why he's so good right now.
Is he gonna grab? Oh, he's gonna grab the enemies now. But I don't know. Did he not see it was clicked, or?
Yeah. I don't know. To be fair, it's 45 progress, but also not the fastest glucose you can get. I guess.
Gonna grab the rocket here at least.
Yeah, I guess row 3 is pretty good for Deathline, unless PK decides to do 5 in Bianco. And then row 4 also is Deathline's pretty much.
Deathline gonna grab 50 yellow coins here.
Yeah, it's also said. Yeah, row. Yeah. I feel like
No.
maybe he's. Okay, he's not. Yeah, I would feel that's a bit too much. You're already pretty decently set up for row 3 if you go back to Bianco soon.
This is just a really hard blues commit.
Yeah. Wait, DK. He opened Gelato, but did not enter, right?
I don't think he did.
He's going into Pinna.
Yeah, I think he just got grass pipe.
I think if he gets the Pinna stuff, it's gonna be annoying for Deathline because he would also be ahead to Noki and get 12 Noki blues and win row 4, which is like one of the things Deathline wants, and they would still be pretty tight for levels for that.
Yeah, and this is just a really big blues commitment for Deathline. I mean, he will get. Is he even going to be able to get 45 here?
Yeah, it's definitely not what I expected Deathline to do. But let's see.
It's still early, and there's still a lot of goals that nobody has really made progress to. But
yeah, but now PK is gonna be ahead to bosses with Mecha. So
yeah,
Deathline is gonna be behind to levels and bosses. Is PK gonna commit to this? Yeah.
yep.
I feel like he's gonna get 9 and then 7 pin Beach Blues. That would be the best play for sure. But I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough play if you don't know if you're ahead in pinup, but
Ooh, maybe this click is gonna scare him off, but I don't think so because then 16 pin Beach Blues would be clicked and it's not.
yeah, I mean, so with PK getting those 2 Delfinos, this is going to tie them at 6 level shines apiece.
Is he gonna? No.
Oh,
I hate Rico 4. It's so stupid. That last platform is so dumb.
yeah, this level is much easier in Galaxy. I think PK is doing 16 pin blues in one.
Yeah, I would not be the biggest fan of that. But I think it's a fair call.
Yeah, I mean, if you're PK, you probably at least want to scare Deathline into thinking 60 is at risk too.
Yeah, although to be fair, I don't think 60 would matter if PK is able to get to Noki first. But
Yeah, Deathline should win 3 bosses here, and might win 4. So
yeah, that's why I think PK should have got like the 4 quick ones, the mecha. I don't know, or just do the 9. He might have still been able to win it. 3 bosses. And it might scare PK off the Beach Blues if he thinks the third boss was mecha. It's gonna be interesting.
after PK does this, we're probably not going to see anyone stop for blues until Noki.
Yeah.
And Deathline, I guess, will potentially grab a few, but the only blues goal outside of row 4 has already been clicked. Or the only 2. So.
Ooh, the clicks at the same time.
Yeah, I think Deathline maybe has very slight stream delay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Yeah, it's always funny when you click at the same time, because if one clicks like 2 seconds earlier, you can delay a bit. And same for the other, but if you click at the same time, it's not possible.
Yeah, so I wonder if Deathline went and did 2 gelato hiddens right now and just gave up on the rest of Pinna.
That would be really good.
Yeah. I mean, right now nobody has any hiddens, but those are 3 pretty quick shines,
Yeah, I still
which
think
would get Deathline to 7.
yeah, 3 from 4. I still think PK should win it, because he has 3 in Bianco done, while Deathline only has 2, and Deathline has 2 open gelato, maybe open Pinna as well. And yeah, 3 from 4, Pinna 5. That would make row 1 kind of hard for Deathline.
Yeah, but Deathline potentially, with Rico progress and with 2 gelato hiddens, could win row 2. And 12 level shines. I mean, if he loses 4 bosses, that's going to make row 5 rough.
Yeah. Maybe PK can win with row 1, 2, and 4.
Deathline is really committing hard to 60, and PK is going to get the beach blues.
I hate.
I mean, I think this is I actually don't hate this for Deathline, just because when you've lost 16, you also should feel pretty confident you're going to lose Pinna Beach Blues.
Yeah, I still don't think the best play. Just because he's still behind to Noki. They're kind of tied in shine count, but PK has been open. And if you commit to 60 and still lose row 4, that's gonna be really rough.
Yeah, PK is ahead in shine count.
Yeah. And I guess, to be fair, Deathline doesn't know. He can contest level shines, like 3 from 4 and 12 levels. But I think that was his best counterplay here. But
yeah, they're tied at 7 levels each.
Yeah, it's getting 60 totals, but also in gelato, which is not too bad. But you're gonna get 60 that quick. I think you should have done in Pinna, which are faster blues, or like get some fast in gelato and some fast in Pinna. But he might just go all the way to 60 here. But yeah, we'll see if PK stays for Pinna. I don't think he will, but Pinna 5 and maybe Pinna 8 for 1 episode 8 shine is good. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Pinna 2R might be a decent play from PK right now, because that's his 3rd in Pinna, and he can finish out 3 from 4 in Gelato.
Yeah, Gelato right now would definitely be really good. It's
yeah, and PK.
Yeah.
Because PK has one of the 2 hiddens in Gelato already.
Yeah. I think it's a scary thing to do as PK, because with the information he has, maybe Deathline isn't enough. But now he's gonna see 60 totals clicked, and he knows he should be ahead to 12 levels and 3 from 4. And Gelato is like the best world to get them. You also get progress to 7 shines and secrets.
Yeah, and progress to 5 hiddens.
Yeah. So yeah, Gelato after this would be strong for PK. I'm still not sure why he didn't want to do Gelato for Pina. I guess he was scared for the 16 Pina blues, but I feel like if Deathline gets 30 blues before Pina and then gets 16 Pina blues, then you should be able to get everything else.
Yeah, if Deathline loses to Noki now, he's going to be in trouble.
Yeah, PK is gonna no safe warp, but yeah, 2 more shines in Gelato trade, and like he's almost in Noki already. Yeah, maybe safe warp is not faster Pina to Gelato, actually. I don't know.
It might be a little faster, but I don't know exactly how much longer it is.
Yeah, so Deathline is gonna get 2 Gelato hiddens, but PK is gonna get 3 from 4 and 12 levels. And he's gonna be ahead 2 hiddens and 2 right Yoshis and 2 1 episode 8. So row 2 is not that bad for PK. Still gonna get it, probably.
Yeah. I mean, if Deathline takes, 1 death, 2 Gelato hiddens is PK's also.
Yeah. And Deathline, I'm not sure what he's gonna want to do now. Maybe Bianco 5 to get 4 bosses. 5 in Bianco. It still feels pretty bad. And also maybe Mecha, but then you're behind to Pina, so it's not that useful.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like Deathline has to rush Delfinos into Noki
12
because
Mhm.
he's going to want that rocket in Noki, and he's also going to, I mean, he needs 12 Noki blues.
That's fair. And maybe with Delfino Shines he can get row 5, also with bosses, but I feel it's pretty narrow win condition. And yeah, the 2 Gelato hiddens really don't do anything for that. I mean, they're fast shines, but I don't know.
Yeah, and this will be 12 level shines for PK.
Yeah, double click.
Well, Deathline will get 2 Gelato hiddens, so it won't be
Yeah,
a
but
double
like,
click for PK.
yeah, well, 3 from 4 and 12 levels.
Oh, yeah.
PK would definitely want to get to Gelato hiddens, but should not think too much for him, considering he's ahead to the other goals.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 5 shines and secrets right now.
To be fair, 1 episode 8, they should be kind of tied. I would assume this card it would be Pina 8 with right Yoshis and Iwoji, but maybe we could wait at some point for Deathline.
Yeah, Deathline is going to go do the second PG fight.
Yeah, good luck getting 12 more keys after this. Oh no, he's doing Bianco 1.
Yeah, he still hasn't done Bianco 3R yet.
Well, I guess 5 Bianco shines, but and it's a fast shine, so he can get Noki, although he won't because PK rushing Noki. And also Delfino shines for row 5 for PK.
Yeah, PK is in a really good spot right now.
Oh, Bianco. Shines and secrets, maybe. If he's gonna
trying
do
to win
Bianco
5 Biancos.
if he does Bianco 5,
Oh.
I'll be very surprised. But I think it should still work out.
Yeah, this could be a 4 bosses
Yeah, I don't like
play.
it too much. If he does, yeah, he's going for Bianco 3 hidden. Makes more sense. He wants. He should be pretty close to 7 shines and secrets. Be at 6 with Rico 4 open, I think.
Yeah.
That into Noki, if he's able to get both, should be pretty much GG because he goes back to pin now.
Yeah, he can trade into Noki here, get 3 rockets, get 12
Yeah.
Noki blues.
I think he's still gonna do Rico 4 because I don't think he got the rockets in Rico. So maybe Rico the rocket to secure 7 shines and secrets, then get 3 rockets in Noki into 12 blues. Kind of scary because 12 Noki blues is an important goal, but deathline is still a bit far away from that.
Yeah. PK does have to get the rocket in Rico. I don't think he got it earlier. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't think he got it in Rico.
I know Deathline got it in Rico 4, but I don't remember PK getting it. So
yeah, I would like PK to go to Noki immediately. Trade into Noki, but if he does Rico 4 with the rocket, that's understandable. But
yeah,
I
he'll
feel
still
like,
win to Noki at this point.
yeah, I feel like with that many blue coins, even if Deathline got 2 General Hiddens with 2 Shines and Secrets, you're still so ahead. Yeah, going to Noki. Smart play for PK.
Yeah, and stealing row 4 from Deathline is just brutal with how much Deathline committed to blues.
Yeah, that's why the 60 totals I'm kind of confused about. Because PK is ahead to Noki if he's in Pina. And yeah.
Yeah, Deathline still hasn't unlocked Pinna yet. Is going for 5 Bianco. So
Yeah, will be 5 Bianco. And he does have 5 shines in secrets. I think he did Rico 4. But he doesn't have a 7 open unless he does a 100s in a secret. Which I don't see it. Yeah. And even then, I'm not sure how he could win row 5 or row 2.
yeah, he's already behind in Delfinos. He's behind in Hiddens. Episode 8 is the only thing he's ahead to in row 2.
Yeah, and still like not that by much because Rico 5 to 8, it's pretty fast, but Pina 3 to 8 also. I mean, yeah, it's 2 minutes faster for the but still have to do a lot of. Although Rico 5 would give him a fourth boss, so I still think PK is just gonna win with row 1, 4, and I guess row 5 with Dofino Shines. Or he just gets row 2 with Red Yoshis and 5 Hiddens. So he has options.
Yeah, and when Deathline sees this 12 Noki click, he's just not going to feel good.
Yeah, although to be fair, 43 minutes in, I think it's fair to assume we're gonna lose it.
Yeah, especially when you've seen 3 from 4 and 12 level shines, and yeah.
And that goal decides the row, so PK's gonna rush it up.
Yeah, and PK's delaying this till he gets his 5th hidden with Goldbird.
Yeah, this is 5th hidden. That's true. Yeah, I forgot he was that close to hidden spot because he has 6 shines and secrets. It's fair. Now he just needs to write Yoshi's, pin a 5, and 7 shines and secrets.
Yeah. He's
And
going to go, I think, to Rico 4,
Yeah, Rico 4.
which
And
is
then
7 in a secret.
yeah, and he can go for row 1, 2, and 4. That's safe, but then he can get row 5 as a backup, and row 3 is still not that clear. If Deathline doesn't get Pian Tower 52,
I don't think it's going to matter, though,
Yeah, it doesn't
because PK pretty solidly has row 1 and 2 at this point.
my point is just that even row 3 that I would have to put some time into it, which kind of sucks for him.
Yeah, Deathline realized he needed to go to Pinna, but is a little late because he's down 2 shines.
Yeah. If he did Pinna before instead of the 60 totals, and he could be ahead to write Yoshi's or something, or at least contest it. Now it's just so late. Yep. Now PK only needs 2 more shines. Pinna 3, 4, and 5, and write Yoshi.
Yeah, there's pretty much no way Deathline is going to be able to bring this back. Something would have to go really wrong for PK here. And yeah, I mean, I think Deathline got some value out of blues, but PK stole the row where it mattered, and Deathline just didn't have enough anywhere else.
Yeah, it's just if you commit to 60 totals and still lose row 4, like I mean, he probably assumed if he gets 3 blue trades and 60 totals, then he can get 12 blues and ignore Pinna and still get the row. But when I saw row 4, I knew it was a Pinna goal pretty much, because you also get lucky if you have shine progress.
Yeah,
So,
and I mean, if Deathline had not gone for all those blues in Gelato, he maybe could have won 12 level shines. He would have maybe had a better chance at winning Tanoki.
yeah. Which and I still think it would still be pretty hard because he committed 45 totals, and and Bianco, which is not the fastest level. So yeah, the game plan not working for Deathline.
Yeah, so it's well, we will have a match 3 tomorrow, so that'll be exciting. But I don't know. There's not much to say at this point.
Yeah.
Do you think Despin can take on Ramato?
Yeah, I don't think he will take the best of 3. Maybe a game, but then it's still hard. Rimado is just too solid in all the formats. But I don't know. Maybe Despin, he manages to like rush a goal in invasion, win it, and win the game. But it's gonna be hard.
Yeah. Do you think JJ can finally kind of break the cycle with Ramato?
I mean, he does have his chances, but I would bet on Ramato.
Oh, you're not in Bingo Sync right now.
All right.
Deathline said throw harder, Kappa. So yeah, Deathline knows it's over, I think.
Yeah. Will PK? Yeah.
He's gonna get Yoshi first, and then
Without safe word, I guess.
yeah,
I would have liked.
still gonna be
PNIH.
fine unless Shadow Mario really trolls in here for
Yeah.
a very long time. I think PK's safe.
I would have liked a split play with Pinite IMO. Just kidding.
That would have been a very safe play,
Yeah.
unless Deathline rushed Rico Shines.
Yeah.
Then maybe not.
But then you still win to Yoshi's after that, I guess.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. He's.
Unless PK did EYG and soft locked, and then that would have been PK's loose con.
Yeah. Well, I guess he has spin a 5. If he does spin a 5 from the back.
Yeah.
But yeah. He's gonna secure it. Both goals now. He has to remember not to hover to ride Yoshi. Okay, he doesn't.
Yeah. Yes, this is a really solid match from PK.
Yeah. Deathline talking to the sunflowers. Yes, solid game. I liked the play to the pinner. Acknowledging he could still win row 4, even if Deathline has blue's advantage.
I appreciate that we're getting to hear from the Sunflowers. I think we need to ask Deathline what he's learned from them during the interview.
Yeah.
That might be the first time I've actually seen them speak since I played this game casually, so.
Ooh, PK falling. Doesn't matter, but it always feels bad to fall.
Oh, did Deathline... I think Deathline accidentally shut off his console or something, but he...
Yeah, that was...
Deathline just clicked pin a 5 for PK, so yeah, that's GG.
Good game.
Hello.
GG Deathline.
Welcome, PK and Deathline. Good game.
So Deathline, most important question, what did you learn from the Sunflowers?
I learned absolutely nothing. I hope chat learned something, though. I learned nothing. All I knew is I didn't know how to route this card for shit, and I expected to lose. That's all I got.
For what it's worth, I predicted your start, and that pretty much lost you the game.
If I wasn't such a little fucking scaredy cat, I should have just done Delfino Shines into Noki like I originally planned to. But then 3 from 4 made me scared of 5 Bianco, which I also needed. So
that was why I did 3 from 4. It was like, I'm going to scare him into Bianco. And I did 1 shine in Bianco as like okay, if you do this, I still probably win.
I should have just done Delfino Shines into 12 Noki Blues, and I would have been in a fine position.
You would have been in a better spot, yes, I agree.
I still probably would have lost with row 5, because I still didn't have Delfino done, or Delfino and Penna done, but I still would have at least been in a better position.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you needed 7 shines and secrets. That was basically your last saving grace.
Yeah, I was working on it. I had 5.
Yeah, I was like, nah, I'm getting this, and I like rushed it. I'm like, I'm getting this. I'm doing as much as I can. I don't know why I did gelato hidden before I did gelato 1, but I was like, I'm doing this. I don't care.
I just I didn't know how to route the card, and I felt like I was going to lose Pinna with my start no matter what. So I was correct. And then my blues adventure in Rico was one of the worst things I've ever done in a match. I was absolute trash. I thought I had more blues. I did not.
Yeah. We're talking about it that row 4 is decent, but if you want row 4, you rush Pina rather than getting blues
Yep.
for Pina. 'cause
Yeah,
then
and I thought you would be like, okay, it's a blues row, and I was like, no, it's not a blues row, it's a speed bully row.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna just speed bully him.
I still stand by you can win that without Pinna. I just was a
I mean, if you do earlier,
wuss
no, but like
without
I
with
had
Noki.
very good progress to row 3.
Oh.
Outside of not having any Pianta shines, but when are you gonna do those? If I see you do anything, I'm going to Pianta.
Yeah. My main problem with blues before Pina is that, okay, maybe you can win row 4 with 12 Noki blues. First, you have to rush Noki, but also you're then behind 2 level shines, and the opponent knows about it.
Yep.
So it's easier to route.
Yeah, I let myself get swayed by blues. I told myself I was like, just don't do blues because PK expects you to do blues, and then he's gonna do level shines, and then he's gonna win all the stuff you want to win, and I still did blues anyways.
Yeah, I was looking at the card and I'm like, this is actually a really hard card to route. He's gonna do blues because blues are strong, but I can counter blues, and I was pretty confident I could because I didn't care about 45 totals placement that much, and 3 blue trades and 60 totals was 1 row that I thought I could just win. So I was like, okay. And like I definitely took a greedier approach to getting 12 Noki blues, but I was like, I think I have to 50-50 this with 5 Bianco. Because if I lose Noki, then I mean I still should win row 3 then.
I should have done just only 1 shine in Bianco and then done 2 Delfino shines, and I would have probably been okay. It would have been closer, but I already had 2 done in Bianco, so
I also had a disaster of a Noki at 12, so.
I got scammed at the end of Rico 4. I was pretty pissed about that one.
Oh yeah, that death is one of the most painful ones I've ever seen.
I went sideways. I don't know. I was nowhere near that peg, I swear. But the peg was just magnet hands me and just like, nope, you get to go into the void and lose 40 seconds, which made me sad. And then, yeah, I didn't really have a route for this card. I didn't know what I was doing. I probably should have just started Rico like I originally planned, but then I was like, I don't know what PK's gonna do. He may do
I did the
blues.
Bianco into Rico enemies route.
So I did Bianco into Rico just with too many blues.
Yeah, and once you click 30, I was like, okay, because I would have expected at least if you're going to do that, you would have gotten 5 enemies before me. Well, maybe not because I don't know.
I did like 15 in Bianco 3 with the pokey on the top of the windmill, and I was gonna do 3 Rico 5 anyways, but
Yep. Yeah, I kind of figured you were at least close to 5 enemies. Was that a close snipe?
I was in like Rico 2, Rico 3 when I think it was Rico 3 when you clicked it, and I needed just to finish the shine and enter Rico 4. So I was about
Gotcha.
like I don't know 2 minutes ish away from that. Wasn't like super close, but
You
it
could have
was
won it
like
if you did the windmill pokey with.
I did,
Oh, yeah.
but
Okay,
I just picked up 800 other blues.
yeah, because I did
And-
an early
traded.
Bianco 4.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Just because I wanted both enemies, and I thought I can win. I don't remember which is actually faster between Rico to Gelato and then or Bianco to Rico, but I've been winning lately with Bianco to Rico, so I'm like, oh, maybe.
I think Arico is slightly faster just because you don't have to open another thing, but the travel time in Bianco does suck. I think it's pretty close though.
Yeah.
I don't know. When I looked at this card, I was like, I don't know how to route this. This is pain.
I looked at it and then like for like a minute I'm like, okay, well there's 2 starts, there's bosses and there's blues. He's gonna do one of them or both of
Oh, I
them.
did both.
And I was like, I'm just gonna counter blues and like by proxy counter bosses.
Yeah, I feel like there's two ways to route this card. One is you avoid Bianco and get Pinna and still try to get 3 from 4. And
Even if I let
enemies,
go of Noki, yeah. Sorry to cut you off, Danny. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, even if I let go of Noki, I probably should have just gone to Pinna instead of Bianco, and that would have been a better play.
maybe one
I
play
didn't.
would be 9 Delfino Shines with 150 Delfino and still maybe get Delfino Rocket and Noki. I think that's the only win con with blues, but it's very hard.
Yeah, I think I would have been much better if I just dropped the Bianco progress for Pinna. Because if I get Right Yoshi and Pinna 5, then PK's not in like as great of a position.
Yeah, if I lose the Pinna goals, I'm a little sad. Like, I honestly did 16 Pinna blues and 7 Pinna beach blues. I didn't really care about row 4 until like I started noticing. I was like, eventually, I was like, okay, he's just not going for this right now. I'll do it now.
Yeah.
I kind of
like
wanted.
Yeah, sorry.
I kind of wanted to bait him into the 12 Noki blues with Delfino's play, and then just take 1, 2, and 3. That was my original goal.
Yeah,
4
makes sense.
minutes. Yeah.
But as soon as I did Bianco 3 hidden, I'm like, okay, he's just not doing Noki. I'm gonna just go to Noki now. And if you snipe me to it, fine, but I probably win 5 Bianco then, and then it's like, okay.
What I wanted to say is that I like the row 4 play from PK, but I would have liked or preferred much better if you got the 16 at the same time with some Pinna Beach Blues.
I thought about it, but I
And
was
it's scary.
thinking, yeah, I wasn't sure because I knew like 3 bosses was so high priority. I felt at that point that I was like, okay, I'd love to get 3 bosses here, but it like if he gets 16 Pinna Blues and 3 bosses, I feel like I just lose. Or like 16 Pinna Beach Blues and potentially the 7 Pinna Beach Blues. Like if he does the same thing with both.
Mhm.
So I was like, I'm just gonna secure 16 Pinna Blues. 3 bosses was like, yeah, this is good, but I already had so much progress to the other 3 goals. Outside of, I guess, Pinna 5 from the back coverless there, but like Wiggler's fine. I could do that too. And like Gelato Hiddens was a stupid close snipe.
I figured it was after you clicked 5 hiddens
Yeah.
a minute and a half later.
Yep. No, I clicked 3 from 4 a minute and a half later.
Or whatever it was. Yeah.
5 hiddens was a bit later after my 12 Noki Blues because I
But
was
yeah,
like,
I think I also just threw away the pin option too quickly. If I could go back and tell my past self, like I think starting what I did was fine, but I probably should have just done like Rico 2, Rico 3, and then just like go to Pinna. Just trade it and then just rush Pinna from where I was. I think I still would have been able to contest it because I had like
Yeah.
11 shines. I think I was like at 10 shines or something when you clicked it, and I just needed to open Gelato and refresh, which is only like a minute and a half. So if I just did Delfino shines instead of sitting in Rico for 18 years with some of the worst blue routing you've ever seen, I would have been in a more contestable spot. I knew Pinna was good on this card, but I was just like, I just put myself in a spot where I thought I was already just never going to win it, so I didn't even bother. Tried to play around
I
it.
mean, I just did Beach Blues and then was like, okay, never gonna have to do this for the rest of the game. I honestly completely forgot it was my win con until after I finished Shines and Secrets, and then I looked again and I'm like, oh, I just win. Okay.
Yeah, I think the start from Deathline is not optimal, but could still definitely be a game. I think when the started going downhill fast, it was with the 60 totals, maybe even the 45 totals. But when I saw Deathline getting 60 totals instead of hidden on 3 from 4, which
That was
contested, then it was very rough.
That was the goal of my 16 Pinna Blues and Pinna Beach Blues because I wanted him to commit to 60 first.
Yeah.
That's why I thought I would win Denoki. Was because I was like, I want you to commit to blues right now. And like, so that's why a lot of the timings of my clicks like worked out perfectly for me. I kind of figured I'd lose 2 Gelato Hiddens, but I was like, I don't care. I want these 2 shines anyways. And then like 5 Bianco was like, that's what the 3 from 4 was for, was so he would go to Bianco. And then Hidden Shines and 7 Shines and Secrets, to me, Hidden Shines specifically, like, I have very easy access to 4 bosses still. So at least, like, I threatened it. Because if he didn't have 4 bosses at that point, like, if Pinna was one of the bosses, he's sad.
Yeah, Pinna was my last boss.
Yeah, and if that was only 3, and I didn't know, because I was like, I thought that was Pinna, but I don't know why you would leave before Pinna beats Blues. So what was your 3rd boss?
Rico 5.
Rico 5, okay. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I did Rico 4, and then I was like, why? Why would I go to 5 right now?
I liked it because it gave me the episode 8 progress. So.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Not my type of row control card.
I liked it. I like all row control cards.
I like
PK
Yeah,
row control.
fine. Why did you pick row control against PK?
Well, it was either that or lockout, and I didn't want to play draft in the lockout, so
you wanted lockout. Lockout was miles better than row control for you.
I disagree.
Lockout is my worst format. I'm still good at it, but like it's significantly worse than my row control. But you also beat me in my draft, and my draft is pretty good. So,
well, time to get a speed bully card in Invasion.
Yeah, damn right. Bianco Hidden, fastest goal.
You didn't throw hard enough. I was only like
I gotta play tomorrow.
I was only like a minute away from Radio Machine 2 Worlds. All right,
Yeah,
Romano wants to sleep. He wants to stop listening to people talk.
We're gonna raid Libre. We'll see. Game 3 is gonna be exciting. Good luck to both tomorrow.
Yep.
Thank you.
Luck.